For this video, we're going to talk about number 34, fullback and linebacker Brian Dann of Dobbs Ferry High School, located right here on the screen. And this young man, 5'10", 210 pounds, was named first-team All-State in New York for Class C this past season. And we've talked about this young man before, and from the previous season to this past season, I think he's improved his footwork and his speed. But let's talk about what his biggest strengths are. And in Dobbs Ferry's offense, it's a heavy reliant on the fullback position. You run some of the options, some run of the wing T stuff. And you need a fullback who can be a bull, who could be a workhorse for you. And that's what he is. I mean, he runs with really good pad level on contact. He knows how to keep churning his legs, dragging the tire, dragging the sled, we like to call it. And he is just a powerful runner. And when you see him running the ball, you need multiple defenders to try to bring him down. And even when they do seem to have him corralled by multiple defenders, he always seems to be falling forward for that extra yard. I think with his size, he also has solid feet that make him more than just an A-B gap type runner. I think he can also be, and continues to show to be, a strong blocker. I was especially impressed with his ability to block in space. Now, things he can work on, fullbacks nowadays need to kind of be a jack of all trades. You got to be able to run the ball, block, and contribute in the passing game, both as a blocker and a receiver. And I'd just love to see more of those different types of blocks, both is in between the tackle box and on the outside, and see if he can contribute a little in the passing game. I'm interested to see if he can do that. But let's go over a couple plays I really liked. I mentioned he's right here. I'm going to talk about some of the, the biggest plays I see from him are those downhill runs. And you're going to get a couple down blocks right here. You're going to get this wing back up to the linebacker, guard pulling, kind of this down play, right? He follows the guard. The line does a pretty good job turning the defender here. You're going to see the kick out block right here. And what I want you to show is the lean, that good pad level that he shows. Again, when you look at this right here, a lot of running backs, or not a lot, but there are running backs who stand up when they run through the line of scrimmage. And this guy does a really good job. You can see the angle right here behind him. He's running with good pad level, right? He's getting his hips down. He's getting his shoulders squared with a slight lean, shoulders over his knees. And that's why he always has success breaking through these arm tackles through the line of scrimmage, right? And you're going to see this linebacker actually does a pretty good job of cutting underneath this block. He's going to have a chance at him. But he is a load. You really got to bring, arm tackles are not going to work against this guy. And you're going to see it right here. It's because of this lean through the line of scrimmage, right? Boom, you see him run right through that linebacker. And now you see he starts to come up. But once he gets to the second level, DBs are miserable tackling this guy. It's because he brings a lot of power with him. You're going to see it right here. Boom, he just bounces right off. He goes for his legs, doesn't work. And then look at the nimble feet from the big guy, right? And again, dragging defenders at the end into the end zone. But he does a really good job of getting good pad level through the line of scrimmage. And you can see that on this tape right here. Again, look at the lean right here. He's not standing up. He's not standing up and down. He's leaning. And it's that type of power and that lean allows him to break a lot of arm tackles. And you can see that right here. Runs through that linebacker. DBs always have a tough time. Look, he just bounce right off his legs right there. And he's going to take it the rest of the way, showing some nimble feet, and then dragging those defenders at the end. Yeah, here he is again. And Dobbs Ferry had a really good blocking unit, both from the offensive line and their backs. And you're going to see again right here, you're going to kind of have a lead play from this wing back. Going to kick out right here, a bit of a belly action. Hands it, and again, really big lane that they opened up for him. And again, this could be a 4-yard gain if this guy can make the tackle, but this is a load. And again, watch him lower his pad level right here on contact. Boom. You can see it. He's not lowering his head. He's lowering his hips. He's lowering his shoulder. And this is a big collision that's right here. And he's just going to bounce off of him. And again, just absolute power. And then look at the nimble feet. Again, I just think this guy, for his size, he's got some solid feet for a fullback. Right? I don't think he's going to be an absolute blazer for anybody, but he shows some nimble feet right here. But again, it all starts first with the power. Boom, just absolutely explodes through the defender, stays on his feet, and then the nimble feet at the end. Again, just enough speed to hit those chunk plays, but again, DBs are absolutely miserable trying to tackle this guy. I mentioned the other thing I was really impressed with is his blocking. Showed it on the last tape, and I'll show it again. And him blocking in space is an impressive thing. Definitely want to see more, but they're going to run a jet sweep, and he's going to be the lead blocker out on the edge. Right? He's got to show the speed to get out there and the ability to make plays in space. And again, look at this. First of all, really good job blocking out here on the edge, blocking up the field, and look at him leading the way. I mean, the running back's not running by him. He's leading the charge right here. And when he gets his hands on DBs, it's bad news. I mean, that's absolute explosion right there, leading the way. And I think this guy could be a really strong blocker. Here he is again. Again, this is a guy who transitioned from offensive line to fullback. Right, so you can see he's got that lineman nastiness in him when blocking. Just absolutely takes out the defensive back. Here he is again, same play. Again, on a jet sweep, him leading the way. Again, would love to see more different types of blocks. This is what they've asked him to do. Again, good job blocking out on the edge. And here he is leading the charge. And he's about to take some DB's head off right here. Boom. Absolutely just explodes right through him. A lot of power. But I'm impressed with his feet to get to the outside. And then to square up the DB and explode through the block. Again, see him getting better another year as a fullback. I'm excited to see what he works on this offseason.